So we're just going to wrap up our Flames podcast here with going with who's in the doghouse and who we're going to give a bone to. So if you guys are not familiar with that, the doghouse has been a guy or someone in the organization that has been brutal, someone we don't think has been doing what they should be doing. And to give a dog a bone is to someone who honestly deserves a break because they've been doing their due diligence and playing hard or doing whatever they can to make things better. So, given that, let's get to start with James.
Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna give a bone to Johnny Gaudreau. I think he's had a pretty good season. Yeah, JJ is just cringing right now, but I think Johnny, he's taken a lot of slack this year, and in many years, and especially in the playoffs. But I think he really has come, and you can tell he's trying very hard this year, especially when Daryl Sutter took over. So I don't know. Personally, I've been impressed with how he's been playing this year, especially when you consider the backlash he got after playoffs last year. The person in the doghouse, I'm gonna have to give it to Matthew Tkachuk. He's had a great first couple of years with Calgary, and then this year he's just not only has he underperformed performance-wise, he hasn't been getting points, he hasn't been getting goals. He's just been acting like a little baby out there a lot of times, and he's been taking bad penalties, and he just hasn't been value-adding to the team, in my opinion. And it's just not been a good year for Chuck. He really needs to put this behind him and really come out on fire next year, or it's looking like a yikes for his next contract. So that's it for me.
James, that's very interesting. You
Yeah?
didn't put Mangiapane in the doghouse. You put Tkachuk.
Yeah, no, I
Okay, all right.
Shut up! Shut up! Enough of me. Enough of this. You're going in my doghouse.
It's interesting. Ooh, okay.
Go ahead, JJ.
I'm going to give a bone to Elias Lindholm. He has been my favorite Flame since he got traded there. Every year he's stepped up. He is the leading point guy on the team, and he's also responsible defensively. So that's why I think he can get a bone. He's playing well. He needs help. He can't do it all by himself. Doghouse, I'm going to give it to management/ownership. This team has had pretty much no good coaches forever. When they do bring in a coach who has had success, they don't have the right pieces for him, and the GM never helps out. So I'm going to put management in the hot seat, and I'm going to say they've just been brutal. The core's not good enough. Coaching's been bad. Goaltending, they've been flip-flopping on since Kiprusoff. There's just no consistency and no quality. So they're going in my doghouse.
Fair points. Fair points, Austin.
For my doghouse, pretty similar to reasoning for James, but different player, I'm putting Rasmus Anderson. He took that big contract. He was supposed to be number one right pairing defenseman. Hasn't lived up to it. He's been struggling. He doesn't look the same out there. And then one thing that I've really not been a fan of is lately he's been kind of getting into that garbage that Tkachuk does. That game where he took the game-winning puck away from Ottawa. And, when you're not winning, you just look like a clown when you
he's
do that.
been taking bad penalties too.
Bad penalties. He's playing dirty. He's making bad plays. And when you're a number one defenseman, you can't do that. So, especially, and it hurts to add that he did cost the Flames Mark Stone. So when he costs the Flames Mark Stone and you're playing like Michael Stone out there, it's just really not a good combo.
Ouch. Damn.
Wow.
But a dog I want to give a bone to was somebody who was brought in to be a depth guy. Probably not even play on the roster. He puts his heart and soul on the ice. He plays harder than he's ever expected to. He's been put into an impossible role to succeed in, and he's trying his best. And that is Brett Ritchie.
Shut the fuck up.
Has been asked to do more than he should be expected to do, and he's working hard. He's putting his heart on the ice. I would never see Johnny Gaudreau have such effort that Brett Ritchie has. And he has my respect for that. This AHL
I'm trying
player.
to eat a Timbit, man.
In case you forgot who the Sabres fan was in the podcast, just listen to the last 5 minutes of this bozo.
If you have an AHL get put on the first line and he's given all his heart and effort, I gotta give that dog a bone because he was the one who got dogged by this team. Connor,
I just
go
want
ahead.
to add quickly to your Rasmus Anderson one. One of my favorite Sportsnet comments that I read on Facebook 2 years ago was, "I can't believe the Flames have valued this guy who threw his gold medal into the crowd because it wasn't him." So
It was Elias
Anderson.
Anderson, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I just
really?
have to add
That's
that
funny.
in because I just find that hilarious. So I'm gonna use that quote. I'm gonna use my Sportsnet. Ronta needs to make a save. He needs to stop throwing his medal in the crowd.
He just really needs to stop giving away that silver medal.
Oh yeah, silver. Whoops, I didn't win. Whoops.
I still can't believe you said Brett Ritchie. Like,
Gotta respect the
Shut
hustle, Brett Ritchie.
oh my god. Shut the fuck up. Sorry. Oh. Man, I can't even think about what my choices are with that. Oh my god.
This guy called me crazy when I said Phil Kessel would be the leading goal scorer, and then he goes off with
I'm
Mandy
not
Otani
saying
being the
he's
best winger
good.
in the league.
I'm saying Brett Ritchie was put into a no-win situation. He's the brunt of the bad organization, and he's trying to win for them. Goddamn
That
it!
know
does
what?
not forgive your Mandy.
I'm gonna transfer that to my doghouse pick. It's coaching. Both Jeff Ward and Sutter. They both mismanaged players, both mismanaged game, and are both not built for the team or not right for the team that the Flames have. Brett Ritchie should never be in a top 6 role. He should barely be out of in a top 4 role. He's brutal, and it just doesn't work. But if I was to give a guy a bone, sadly he's no longer a Flame. I'm going to give a bone to David Griddick. The Flames have really done him dirty for so long. And I know a lot of people are going to say, "Oh, I look at the numbers he's put up." Yeah, the guy didn't play games for like 6 plus months in the NHL, and then all of a sudden goes up against Draisaitl and McDavid when they're on a hot streak. Can you really blame that guy? I can't. He's a heart and soul guy. I love David Riddick, and I wish him all the best in Toronto.
He was done dirty.
He's my dog.
That's giving me flashbacks of Eddie Lack being put on the Flames' second roster when they sent them up to Edmonton against Edmonton's first roster, and he
got
never
killed.
recovered in preseason. He never
ended his
recovered
career.
from that.
Yeah, especially in a position where confidence is key. The Flames have actively done things to hurt David Griddick's confidence. I really wish him the best. He's a great guy.
I just remember Riddick should have been remembered for the bat flip, the clap, and yet the memory I have of him leaving Calgary was when they threw him in to lose 6-0 and he just hit his head against the wall, and it wasn't his
That
fault.
was brutal. That was really bad.
That hurt to watch.
That really hurt to watch. Like in terms of guys, just what he was able to do, and at least the memories. Remember that Colorado game when Gaudreau's on the break when he's just in the background like this.
Yeah.
You just
Even everything
Lovable
outside
guy.
of the game, like, Riddick bringing his brother to meet Harvey the Hound, like, would have a grown man cry. Like, I really hope he wins a cup with Toronto. That'd be a beautiful moment.
absolutely.
Yeah, not a
Even if it
chance,
means the
but
Leafs have to win a cup.
not a
I
chance.
will-
And then
I will die on that.
TJ Brody, too, would win a cup.
Oh my. Okay, never mind.
I was silently going to be like,
TJ Brody would be a Stanley Cup champion.